take it to the latest news, the storylines, the hottest headlines in college football right now. And I think what a lot of people are talking about, and we mentioned it in the show earlier, Tom, is Ian Book. He is now the starting dude at Notre Dame as they go to play the Cardinal this weekend.
And he was good, too. Like, he had two rushing touchdowns and some passing touchdowns as well. Book was really, really good in that game. And I was surprised they made the move, James, because they wanted to go with Brandon Wimbush to start the year, and then it took them, 2 wins that weren't as big as they should have been to say, all right, we're done with Brandon. Let's go back to Brandon Wimbush, because name a more iconic duo than Brian Kelly and swapping out quarterbacks.
Tom, this is a big-time change. On the road, through 34 times, 325 yards, some touchdowns through the air. You said on the ground as well. This is a game changer for Notre Dame because if their offense is a strength instead of just it's there, let's focus on their defense, they become a threat, much like 2 with Alabama, right?
Here's my fear. Is Ian Book going to be looking over his shoulder the entire time? Happened to Kaiser. That's my fear, that because you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. I don't know if that's the case.
My fear for Notre Dame would be the other side is that people get film on him, and then it's like, what happens to some of these NFL quarterbacks, like Vince Young and some of that. And it goes there.
We'll stick with quarterbacks for our next headline now. Trevor Lawrence, he was named the Clemson starter. Sunshine Lawrence kind of looks like that kid from Friday Night Lights.
Exactly who he is.
And, Kelly Bryant, he's been starting for Clemson, but is his time done? Yeah.
I don't want to be mean to Kelly Bryant, but James, we mentioned this when we were live at the College Football Playoff National Championship. Clemson and Bama should change quarterbacks. Bama did it in the damn game, which they were right to do. Clemson finally making the same move. Now, Lawrence has played a bunch this year, but Clemson's issue so far has been they've started slow on offense. That's because Kelly Bryant was starting. Now you go to Lawrence, who's going to make some mistakes. He's a true freshman, but he's immensely talented. Could be a first-round pick. The offense, I think, is going to be better for it for the long run.
Just think about what is happening in college football really in the last 2 years is freshman quarterbacks are not seen as a guy you stash for 2 years, 3 years. And you've got these top 5, 6, 7 programs in the country. You could legitimately say Alabama freshman starting quarterback, Georgia freshman starting quarterback back-to-back years.
Justin Fields is playing.
Clemson now with a freshman starting quarterback. Notre Dame, he's not a freshman or anything, but they're making a switch to a new quarterback. Ohio State, could Dwayne Haskins have been the starter 2 years ago as a true freshman? He is showing that kind of talent.
JT Daniels is really a high school senior starting for USC.
Yeah, I think it's Trevor Lawrence all day.
Agreed.
I have to say, gentlemen, you guys both look very sharp today. What kind of shirts you're wearing?
This is a VisitedMan. They're providing our clothing all throughout the 2018 college football season and beyond. These are performance fabrics. Lena, I can sweat. It's hot under these lights. You can't even tell because this is like wearing workout gear at the office. I love VisitedMan.
You had production assistant Mitch get you a fan, but you're still sitting cool.
Yeah, I am sitting cool. Comfortable.af is the website if you want to get hooked up and look as good as Tom and I do with VisitedMan, the best dress shirts out there.
Let's take it to some injury news now in college football. This is not something you want to see if you're an Ohio State fan. Nick Bosa, he underwent surgery to repair a core muscle. We know how those ones can really, really hurt, and he's out until at least early November.
So his parents said he's not going to be reevaluated until November, and I think if you're Nick Bosa, and his parents kind of hinted at this, that maybe he doesn't come back because he can sit out the rest of the year and be a top 5 pick.
He's done. I don't think he's ever going to play another down or game at Ohio State again.
The good news is Ohio State's still good on defense. Draymond Jones, Chase Young, Jonathan Cooper. It's not Nick Bosa, who really is Joey Bosa 2.0, but they'll be okay.
Yeah, Ohio State fans got to be devastated because they want to see had a great first few games, but I don't think he's ever going to play again.
A little more injury news. Josh Jackson, the quarterback for Virginia Tech, he has a broken leg. He suffered it in a loss versus Old Dominion, and now they take it to Ryan Willis.
I don't think Ryan Willis is all that good. Virginia Tech does have a relatively highly touted recruit, Hendon Hooker, fantastic name. I wouldn't be that surprised if Tech said, you know what, let's just get him in there. Because Jackson, I don't know if he comes back this year. There's a chance, but fractured fibula at this point in the year, you're not going to be in the playoff. Maybe you just sit him out for the year and then redshirt him.
All right, well, we'll see. It's a pretty big loss with that loss to Old Dominion.
That was brutal.
What a turn of events for them.
Yeah.
All right, and lastly, is there a new quarterback in Miami, Tom?
Malik Rozier is not very good. N'Kosi Perry took over last week and was actually very, very effective. Mark Rich hasn't yet confirmed that he's going to be the starter, but the expectation is when they play on Thursday Night Football that Perry's going to be the guy. James, another freshman, although he is a redshirt freshman.
Hair. I mean, this is all-time hair. Okay, quick poll question. Trevor Lawrence, N'Kosi Perry, who has got the better haircut? I don't know what to think there. Maybe Trevor Lawrence, but if you see me walking down the street, if I could get that haircut, I would do it all day.
I don't think I have the hair for it, though.
Well,
I could probably do the Trevor Lawrence hair, but that makes me respect the Perry hair more. I can't get this.
Tom, if you
I
had
would
Trevor
like to
Lawrence
see you
hair,
with some
you would
flow.
look like Joe Dirt. Have you ever seen the movie? That's what
Yeah,
you
I've
look
seen
like.
the movie. That's
Trevor Lawrence, like another level of cool.
All right, guys,
that's not a
thank you so
compliment.
much for joining us on college football. Now, head to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code CFB120 and tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the Cam Rogers Show for more college football rankings analysis.